It was nice to see a little bit of a break. You saw the blue skies and sunshine at Sugarhouse Park. So a few little lake effect bands that came over the valley. Sometimes it was snowing, sometimes you had some blue skies, but we're starting this storm cycle over again. Today was the in-between day. It may not have felt like that to you, but it was. Let's go and show you what we're dealing with. This is right now Park City Main Street. They're prepping to host Sundance. The snow is coming down. It couldn't be better conditions up in our mountains. The resorts are loving it. Those mountain communities are loving it, unless you have to drive in it, and then you're like, oh, that's not that great. It's been very consistent over the last little bit and very slick. Nice shot coming in off of Park City Main Street. Here's Salt Lake Valley. Talking about a flip. Remember in December when the whole valley was brown and it was full of haze and just yuck? Well, January brought a completely new year, new weather pattern, and new vistas. Ray Boren, what a pretty picture coming off of the East Bench and looking at that gorgeous Salt Lake Valley, the Ochre Mountains. It's just, wow, we live in such a pretty place. Ray, thanks for capturing it and sending it home today. Here's our 24-hour snow totals. Alta, over 1.5 feet. Solitude, 1.5 feet. Brighton did the same. 17 at Snowbird, 16 at Sundance. Snow Basin had 16 in the last 24 inches. And Bryan had last night with the southern storm that brought that snow burst here to northern Utah. It went south, and oh my, they got 9 inches at Bryan Head Resort. That's a great, great storm. They were loving it today as the sun came out. They were on fresh powder. As we show you what's going on right now, it's 28 in Ogden, 27 in Salt Lake, teens in Rock Springs. But another little push of snow coming out of southern Idaho is going to slide south tonight and kind of keep that snow machine going while we await a stronger piece of energy that will come through really 24 hours from now. Tomorrow evening is when the next bigger push comes. So a little bit of light snow starting to fill into southern Idaho. That's creeping into Logan and Cache Valley. Same thing happening over Bear River towards Brigham City. As we slide south, moderate snowfall from Brigham through Willard, Perry, Pleasant View to Ogden. Ogden was dealing with these lake effect bands this afternoon that kept bringing moderate snow for the evening commute and then riding up over into the Ogden Valley where we had moderate snow at Powder Mountain and Snow Basin. But the plan this evening, the mountains continue to see the snow. That little southern band sags south, but ever so slowly. Tomorrow morning's commute will be okay in the valleys, the benches and mountains a little dicey. Then Friday night, watch this thing slide through, and then we get a surge of moisture that comes in from the west. That juices up the storm for Saturday into Sunday with a heavier, wetter, more dense snow. That's why the avalanche danger is so extreme as we go through Saturday, Sunday, because we're going to be adding a heavy layer on top of a weak layer. This is just Friday through Saturday morning, so really a 24-hour window. 4 inches generally in our valleys, 12 to 18 in the northern mountains. That's just out of the Friday to Saturday morning storm. More coming Saturday night and into Sunday. Your central forecast, some light snow tomorrow. Again, late in the day, the best opportunity for that. The morning hours will be actually dry in those central areas. Southern Utah doesn't get this storm. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny across the south. St. George, beautiful, 43, cold, but pretty. Mostly sunny skies. Clouds roll in for Saturday, and then back to sunshine Sunday, Monday, Tuesday with lows in the 20s. Northern Utah forecast tonight, some light snow accumulating in the mountains, just snow kind of flipping or flying around in the valleys. But as you look to the Wasatch Front tomorrow, snow will be developing as that little boundary slides from southern Idaho into the Wasatch Front. We'll get snow on Friday, then into Saturday, then into Sunday. It's gone by Monday, but that's when the cold air moves in. 20s for highs with lows in the teens. If you're going to want to get in the mountains to enjoy it, you're going to have to layer up because it is going to be cold.
That's right. Once you hit 10 degrees, everything below that just feels the same, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
All right. Thanks, Kev.
You bet.
All right, Sam, we've been talking, we like this week's